resides in your frontal lobe. And that's why I don't wear makeup anymore. And plus the mica and the lipstick, well, but I never wore a lot to begin with. So I know why I no longer have acrylic nails. I know why I'm not filling in my eyebrows or doing all these other things that I was doing, because I know who I am. And I no longer need to do those things. Those were my choices then. Those are not my choices now. And everybody has the right to update who they are and how they would like to present themselves to the world. And it has to do more with I know who I am. And because I know who I am and I get to be my complete self, I don't have to do that anymore. That is correct. It's not necessary. Now, don't get it twisted. I can go put on a mini dress and some stilettos and walk with the best of them, because my body is still my body. But I don't have to do that anymore. I can throw on some pants and a shirt and go on about my merry little way, depending on what event it is. But I'm not obsessed with, and when I walk in, their heads better turn. I'm leaving with some telephone numbers tonight, baby. Or however you do it now. I haven't dated in a very long time. Whatever the new thing is that you do. Message me. Whatever it is. I ain't leaving with no telephone number saying nobody gonna call me. But the point that I'm making is that's not necessary anymore. It isn't. And it isn't necessary because when people like you, they are drawn to something on the inside and not something on the outside, because that shit fades away very quickly. You will find that the emperor has no clothes on. So don't look at this subsurface, little superficial, shallow shit, because that is fleeting. Now, the reason why it's such a big deal for unaccountable people is because you can go and manufacture it. It's all manufactured. So you want to get credit for something that was manufactured instead of, and for me, because I'm a Christian, God manufactured. Okay? There is a difference. There is 100% a difference. Where you get your hair? So we looking at the outside, all dressed up on the outside. Inside is empty as somebody with no money in the bank. So a broke bank account is what it is. Your naturally varies according to your maturity and how wise you see and what you do consider the most. Okay, got it. I think I understand what you're saying. So as you continually grow, which is number one on to be natural, you are different. I am different from my peers. I'm different. When I say peers, I'm talking about people I went to high school with, graduated with, and now we are adults in the world, because we're all from Detroit. We all graduated from high school at the same time, and then we went our separate ways. And then any other 51-year-old African-American woman or any 50-year-old woman in the world, my peers, I'm different. We all sat in the room, we'd find out that either we're all alike, well, not me, but that we'd be different. And that we'd share this uniqueness and embrace diversity. And that's what make things more interesting in events. But when you have conformity bias and confirmation bias and ageism and sexism and all these other isms, you kind of just don't want nobody to say shit to you. They're going to say something either way. That's what I realized when I got divorced. I said, I'm going to be a statistic either way. I'm going to either be an unhappily married woman with a verbally abusive husband, or I'm going to be a happily single parent of my daughter and be a bad mofo. I chose the latter. And I don't regret that decision, not one day. My ex-husband will be 60 in October. We would have been married 24 years come September. Absolutely not. I don't look back and say, I should have been at that courthouse saying, no, this ain't it. Thank you, Your Honor. Absolutely. One of the best decisions I made, because I was not me. You see them pictures of me married, and right after I had Noah, it's like, I don't even recognize her. I have no idea who that person is. So not going to conform to these standards that the world, notice it's the world again. The world ain't said shit. Unaccountable people set this standard that nobody can reach. Oh, but I think I saw on the left side, her face was still moving. And when you see this in person, because so many people from California are moving here, this shit is actually scary. Because you're looking at normal faces, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, the skin looks like it's fake because it has no freckles, no nothing. So it's all glossy like some porcelain, and then it's this, and then nothing moves, and it's they staring at you, and you don't know what the hell how they feel, and they're talking, and they're not moving. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna take all this because I'm too expressive, and I need to be able, and I ain't got time to be doing all this regiment. I need to be reading a book. I need to be getting ready for my live. I need to be teaching people how to hold themselves personally accountable. And for what? Past grooming it's not necessary. And when you hold yourself personally accountable, you recognize that none of that is still going to get you to be fulfilled.